Hi Stampers, welcome to Stampin' with Diane. I'm Diane Evans and I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up Demonstrator. So this is a video series that I'm doing and it's on Back to Basics. And I was doing a Zoom class on the weekend and I noticed that sometimes people have and do get confused when they're told to do measurements for particular cards and that sort of stuff. So I thought that triggered me to do this video for my Back to Basics Facebook group, but also my Back to Basics YouTube series of videos. Anyways, so today I'm going to do a very, very quick video showing you how to do measurements and how to do layering for your first time doing stamps. Your first time doing cards. So let's just move this video down. I'm just going to quickly move it down and put it into my stand here. Hopefully we can do this effortlessly. Okay, there we go. So this is the PDF file that I was talking to you about. It just gives you basic information, and it might be something that you want to print off to keep for your own good. It does tell you about the standard card sizes. I show a picture of an enlarged inch on a ruler or on your stamping trimmers. And then I also give you cardstock layering guidelines here. So let's go in, let's look at our stamping trimmer. The Stampin' Up trimmer is in centimeters and it's also in inches, which is great, especially if you do any stuff from imperial sites and that sort of stuff. But it also, in the inches, it's measured not only in the 1/4 inches, which are marked all the way down here, but it also has 1/16 and it also has 1/8 inch marks on there, which are really important for different layering sources and that. Also, this trimmer does have a pull-out arm there that goes up to 17 1/4 inches. It has this part here. I just want to tell you this part. I know most of the cutters only go up to in the 6 inches right on the edge. This one has a 6 inch there, so you know that you can get a 6 inch mark right immediately and very accurately. It also has a scoring blade as well. So when we go in to measure, we're just going to put, we would take a piece of cardstock and say I want to measure this 2 inches. I would just go up to the 2 inch mark there, close down my arm, and then just cut that down. So it's very simple in that aspect. But if I wanted to go to, say, 2 1/16, I know that the 1/16 is 1 tikki past the 2 inch mark. And when I say tikkis, let's talk about what I mean, and you might hear me say about what tikkis are. So this is a 1 inch, very magnified on a thing. And this is 1/16, which is 1 tikki. This is 2 tikkis. And I might say 1 tikki before 1/4, and that's just to kind of help you. If you understand 16ths and understand the 8ths, that's wonderful. That just goes right back to our grade school, right? And then I've gone in and I put like different sizes of your cardstock. So a regular card base in imperial measurements is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's once it's been folded. So if you want like a 1/8 border, which is all the way around, it is 1/4 inch difference. So if you could work backwards, you could say there, that would have to be my first layer of a card. But if you only want a smidgen or an 1/8 or 1/16 of a border all the way around, then you would use these measurements as well. So when you go 4 1/8, you would go, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So these measurements show you exactly what the measurements would be. And you'll get used to the fact that you'll want, like you take your regular piece of cardstock, you know it's a 1/4 inch less on all those measurements, which gives you a 1/8 border. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that on a card here. So on this particular card, just a regular card base, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We want to go in, we want an 1/8 of an inch border. So that first layer is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4, which is this, 4 inches by 5 1/4. Now, on the weekend, I had done a card, and I had done a layer that was 4 inches by 5 1/4, but I wanted a bit of a border layer around there, and I'll bring in that card to show you what I'm talking about. So it was on this piece. This piece of Designer Series paper is 4 inches by 5 1/4, but it didn't look right on this gorgeous grape. cardstock. So I wanted a tiny bit of a border around. So this is a 1/16 of an inch border. So then at that point, that measurement there would be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 is what I went and I cut the Whisper White at. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so this kind of gives you that guideline. It's very, very hard if you're going backwards and forwards, and this happened, like I said, on a Zoom class, which is great because it gave me the opportunity to come in to do these types of measurement and this video. So there. Now also, there's different templates that you can get. If you would like, I can do up a bunch of templates that would show all these different measurements, and I can have those sent out to you, or I could have them where you could pick them up as well. And that's entirely up to you. I'm more than willing to do up a template package for everybody. So I hope that kind of gave a basic overview of what the measurements actually really do mean and how they will help you with layering. I'm not trying to make it difficult, and I hope that I've made it really easy for you. So again, leave a comment if you have any questions. Leave those comments and those questions below. Give me a thumbs up, and better yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a regular YouTube channel, and then I have these back to basic videos as well, just to start all of us where we were starting from the very beginning. So have a great day. Bye for now.